How's it going, everybody? Today I'm going to be showing you 3 tips to help you see your instrument more like Bob Weir. I picked out some licks from Loser, and I'm going to be showing you some examples. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So the first tip I'm going to show you today is accenting. Accenting is a big part of how to play with bigger bands, especially like the Grateful Dead, which had about 6 members through the course of their whole career. And it's really fairly simple, but it helps keep the sound as big as possible without being sort of too much. So I'm going to show you an example here. You hear him do a lot of these upstrokes in various songs. Like I said, we're going over Loser. He does a lot of. And so instead of just playing where Jerry would go, he's sort of playing and following after that. It almost is the same thought process as when you're playing reggae. You know, you hear a lot of reggae songs, stir it up. Except he's doing it a lot, and you can hear that throughout the whole song. So one way I like to imagine Bob Weir and how he operates in a band is like this glass. I have a glass full of rocks here, and it's pretty full. There's not a lot of room left, and the way that he works is by filling all the empty space, and it really helps you to realize that there's plenty of room left in this glass for things to happen. So you take a lot of your rocks, which represent, of course, being in a band with, say, a keys player and especially another guitar player, and you have to find a way to fit in between all of those rocks, if you know what I'm saying. So that's the way I think of them. With that said, I'm going to take you into my next tip, which is avoiding the lead guitar. All right, so this next tip ties in really well with my last one. So one way that Bobby and Jerry's relationship is so special in terms of the music is that they're rarely ever playing the same thing as each other. And it's crucial if you're trying to fill a lot of space as a rhythm guitarist in a bigger band. And that's exactly what Bobby had to figure out. So you'll find Jerry in this song down here doing all the cowboy chords. And you'll find Bobby up here and he's playing something entirely different. And it's really interesting to hear because Jerry covers a lot of ground with just the open chords, and of course if you have Brent, he's playing multiple octaves at the same time most times. And Bobby is finding the perfect gap to fit in, to settle in here, and it's really special. So instead, what I want you to do is, bonus tip, learn your caged shapes. Huge part, I cannot stress it enough, of Bobby's playing. He's always doing something up here. He's all over the neck. I mean, everywhere. Every different chord shape, and he probably invented some along the way. So it's all just cage shapes up the neck from where Jerry is. And you'll also find in this song, he'll be even sometimes an octave up from where Jerry is. Or he'll do this. So, again, avoid your lead guitarist and learn your cage shapes. Big deal. All right, so for those of you who have seen my videos before, you know how crucial this one is, and that is playing melody lines. And as a rhythm guitarist, it's not something that you typically think about. A lot of rhythm guitarists and a lot of popular bands, a lot of great bands, are just playing straight chords. But Bob Weir goes the extra mile when it comes to this, and he's constantly playing between what Jerry is playing on his guitar and what he's singing. I'll give you a great example. It happens immediately after Jerry says, "I can tell the Queen of Diamonds by the way she shines," and you can hear Bobby. He's following it with the lead vocal line. And then he does that, which is pretty sick also. But that is just another part of what makes Bob Weir so special as a guitarist. And you'll hear other songs that he does. Foolish Heart is a phenomenal example of this, where he's playing lead lines the entire song. He's basically playing a solo for the whole song, which is really cool. And it's just a great tip to help you not feel constricted by playing rhythm guitar, and why it can be really fun. It's a lot more than just playing the chords. You know, you got A minor, you got G, C, D, and that's what a lot of people would do, and that's how a lot of people would approach it. Maybe they do it in bar chords. But there's so much more opportunity to be had when you start opening up, and especially, like I said, learning cage shapes. And it's just another tip to help you learn to push yourself to be more creative as a rhythm guitarist, and that you have freedom, especially if you have more instruments in a band. You are a little more confined when it comes to doing certain things if you're trying to maintain a solid sound when you're playing with maybe a 3 or 4 piece band, but I still think that it's something that you can use as a tool to learn from when you're playing rhythm guitar. All right, so there's 3 tips to help you learn to play more like Bob Weir. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take it with you, learn with it, practice with it, because it's going to help you become a much better guitarist in the end. I promise you. And you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.